Your suitcase could cost you your cruise, and cruise lines are praying you don't find out why. They just banned 8 everyday items in 2025 that might already be packed in your suitcase right now. Pack the wrong thing and security will confiscate it, hit you with fines, or deny you boarding entirely. Here's the kicker. They're staying quiet about these bans. Why? Because confused passengers mean profit. Buying replacements at marked up onboard shops, rebooking missed sailings, paying penalty fees. But I'm exposing today exactly what's banned and how to pack smart. Stay with me and I'll show you exactly what to avoid. Number 1. The cordless hair tool conspiracy. Most cruisers don't realize that cordless hair straighteners and curlers have become TSA's latest target. Cruise lines prefer you don't know that these seemingly harmless styling tools are now considered hazardous cargo when packed in checked luggage. These devices are often powered by butane gas or lithium batteries, creating potential fire risks in cargo holds where temperatures and pressure can fluctuate wildly. Here's your actionable strategy. When approaching TSA security, confidently state, "I have cordless styling tools in my carry-on with safety covers attached." Pack them only in carry-on luggage with protective covers securely in place. Pro tip: purchase styling tools that clearly display TSA-compliant labeling and always carry the original packaging showing safety certifications. Keep receipts accessible to prove recent purchase dates. Think that's restrictive? The next ban will shock you even more. Number 2. The portable charger panic. Here's what they keep hidden from you. Portable chargers and power banks are now under intense scrutiny following multiple airplane fires. Cruise lines won't advertise that airlines have implemented emergency protocols requiring these devices to be visible during flights, not buried in bags where overheating goes unnoticed. When boarding your flight, tell flight attendants, "I have portable chargers visible and accessible for safety monitoring." Keep all charging devices in easily reachable pockets or seat-back compartments. If any device feels warm, immediately alert crew members using these exact words. "I need assistance with a potentially overheating electronic device." Pro tip: invest in chargers with built-in temperature monitoring and auto shutoff features. Charge devices to only 50 to 80% capacity before flying to reduce heat generation risk. Ready for something that might already be in your luggage? Here comes the seasonal surprise. Number 3. The fireworks and pyrotechnics crackdown. Cruise lines desperately hope you don't discover that TSA has dramatically increased enforcement of fireworks and pyrotechnics bans this summer. Most cruisers assume small sparklers or novelty items are harmless, but authorities are now issuing federal charges and thousands in fines for any explosive materials, regardless of size or intent. Your protection strategy. Before packing anything that sparks, pops, or creates light effects, ask yourself, could this ignite? When questioned by security, never attempt explanations about harmless items. Instead, immediately state, "I understand the safety concerns and will dispose of this properly." Pro tip: research your destination's local fireworks laws before departure. Some cruise ports sell these items as tourist attractions, but bringing them back on board guarantees confiscation and potential legal consequences. All right, now we're moving from flights to cruise ships, and this next one affects your cabin entertainment. Before that, if you're finding this helpful, hit like and subscribe. It really helps us out. And trust me, the biggest money-saving secrets are still coming. Number 4, the Bluetooth speaker blackout. Most cruisers don't realize that Carnival has completely banned Bluetooth speakers from their ships, even for private cabin use. Cruise lines prefer you don't know that other major lines like Royal Caribbean are quietly expanding these restrictions to their private islands and may soon implement ship-wide bans following noise complaints and technical interference issues. When booking future cruises, specifically ask guest services, what are your current Bluetooth speaker policies for cabins and public areas? If you've already brought speakers on board other cruise lines, approach your cabin steward and say, I want to confirm proper etiquette for personal audio devices in my cabin to respect other guests. Pro tip: invest in high-quality wired headphones or earbuds with multiple connection adapters. These provide superior sound quality without policy violations and work with all cabin entertainment systems. Here's where tech-savvy cruisers are getting blindsided by new enforcement. Number 5. The Internet Router Bust. Cruise lines won't admit they've been monitoring and confiscating personal internet routers and Starlink devices that passengers were using to bypass expensive ship Wi-Fi. What they keep hidden is that these devices can interfere with critical navigation and communication systems, creating genuine safety hazards that go far beyond bandwidth concerns. If questioned about electronic equipment, tell security, "I understand these devices can interfere with ship operations, and I'm happy to comply with all technology policies." Never attempt to hide or disguise networking equipment as something else. Pro tip: instead of risking confiscation, research cruise lines offering Starlink-powered Wi-Fi packages. Royal Caribbean and Norwegian now provide significantly faster internet at competitive prices, eliminating the need for personal devices. Think power management couldn't get more complicated? The next restriction will surprise you. Number 6. The Power Strip Evolution. Here's what seasoned cruisers are discovering too late. Royal Caribbean has banned even non-surge protected power cubes, expanding restrictions beyond the traditional surge protector prohibition. Most cruisers don't realize that Celebrity Cruises has quietly implemented similar policies, leaving passengers scrambling for cabin charging solutions. When packing electrical accessories, research your specific cruise line's current policies and ask guest services what charging accessories are currently permitted in cabins. If your power cube gets confiscated, immediately request to speak with guest services and ask, what cabin charging alternatives do you recommend for passengers with multiple devices? Pro tip: pack USB outlet extenders instead of power cubes. These compact devices multiply charging ports without triggering surge protection concerns and work with most cabin electrical systems. Now, this might surprise you. Something that was once a cruising staple is completely gone. Number 7. The water bottle elimination. Cruise lines desperately don't want you to know the real reason they banned cases of water bottles. Passengers were filling them with prohibited liquids to smuggle contraband on board. While they'll cite environmental concerns publicly, the private reality involves security screenings discovering creative attempts to bypass beverage policies and substance restrictions. When asked about beverages at embarkation, confidently state, "I understand the water bottle policy and I've brought approved refillable containers instead." Focus on bringing high-quality reusable bottles that security can easily inspect. Pro tip: invest in bottles with wide mouths and clear construction so security can quickly verify contents. Some cruise lines offer complimentary water refill stations once you're on board, making cases unnecessary anyway. Here's the mistake that costs families the most disappointment and money. Number 8. The Souvenir Weapon Trap. Here's the part nobody talks about in cruise ports: decorative swords, replica weapons, and even toy guns purchased as souvenirs will be confiscated when you return to the ship, potentially ruining your child's vacation and your wallet. Cruise lines won't warn you that port vendors specifically target tourists with items they know can't return to ships, creating expensive disappointments. Before purchasing any souvenir, ask port vendors, "Will this item be allowed back on my cruise ship?" When returning to ship security, if carrying questionable items, approach officers and ask, "Can you please verify if this souvenir meets safety requirements before I proceed to my cabin?" Pro tip: photograph potential purchases and text the images to guest services before buying. This prevents costly mistakes and ensures your souvenirs make it home safely. Now I want to hear from you. Which banned item surprised you most? And what's your own cruise packing mistake you learned the hard way? Drop it in the comments so we can all sail smarter together and avoid these costly confiscation traps. Speaking of cruise protection, you'll want to see my next video about the hidden insurance tricks cruise lines use that could leave you stranded without coverage when you need it most. Hit like, share this with your cruise buddies, and subscribe to join thousands of savvy cruisers who refuse to get caught off guard by constantly changing policies. Until next time, smooth sailing.